Iron Man, 2008. In November 2005, Marvel's studio worked to start development and announced Iron Man as their first independent feature, because the character was their only major one not already depicted in live action. Director Jon Favreau wanted Robert Downey Jr. because he felt the actor's past was right for the part. He said that Robert himself has been through ups and downs and many obstacles, and that is Tony Stark for you. You guys will be surprised to know that the movie just had an outline when they started filming it. There was no script. The movie was released on May 2nd, 2008, and that was the bloody day. Iron Man 2, 2010. Following the immense success of Iron Man 2008, Marvel announced immediately that there was going to be a sequel. Iron Man 2 earned $623.9 million worldwide. The technology in this film was portrayed as more futuristic. Scarlett Johansson was so eager to do the part of Natasha Romanoff that she got her hair dyed even before she was officially given the part. Robert Downey Jr. got 20 pounds of muscle to reprise his role of Tony Stark. A lot was invested in the movie on every front. You guys will be surprised to know that 2 identical Rolls-Royce Phantoms built especially for the film were destroyed during filming. Well, worth it.
Get down!
The Avengers. The idea was pitched for a film based on the Avengers in 2003. The studio, as they planned, released individual films for the main characters to familiarize audiences with them, and then they went ahead and merged the characters going into the Avengers. According to director Joss Whedon, the original cut of the movie was 3 hours long, and the deleted scenes where Captain America tries to adjust into the modern world were then included in The Winter Soldier 2014. The film was strongly influenced by the early 1960s Avengers comics. The crew hired 25 members of the Ohio-based military police force battalion for the attack on New York City, to add realism to the battle. Iron Man 3, 2013. After Iron Man 2 was released, director Favreau decided not to return for the third part, so Shane Black was given the job. Robert Downey Jr. forced Gwyneth Paltrow to have some action scenes and got Kevin Feige to approve. Though he was not directing the movie, Favreau still gave Shane Black a lot of tips which he himself admitted were very helpful. This was the only Iron Man movie to not feature any songs by AC/DC. On top of everything, it was the first Iron Man movie to cross over $1 billion, and the second Marvel movie to reach this mark, with Avengers 2012 being the first.
Not this time. Not to finish. Whew, it's good to be back. Hello, by the way. Oh, hello, sir.
2015, Avengers, Age of Ultron. After the Avengers turned out to be a big success, the sequel was announced in 2012 with the same Joss Whedon as the director and writer. Scarlett Johansson was pregnant in the movie, so many of her scenes were scheduled early in the filming, and later on, 3 stunt doubles were hired for her. Whedon said that he wanted to lengthen the scene with Thor at the pool, but he was issued an ultimatum by the executives that he can lengthen it, but it would be in place of Hawkeye's farm scenes. Whedon decided to keep the farm scenes. This was the second Marvel movie to have the villain's name in the title, after Captain America. In 2016, Captain America: Civil War. Anthony and Joe Russo confirmed in March 2014 that they were returning as directors for the third Captain America film, with Chris Evans as Captain America. Downey was added for the film to adapt the 2006 to 2007 Civil War comic book storyline of Mark Miller, which pitted Iron Man against Captain America. The film was going to feature the Incredible Hulk, but he was shifted to Thor Ragnarok. So, the Thunderbolt was added to the film to illustrate the theme of destructive power. Sebastian Stan packed on 35 pounds. The image near the end of the film was where Iron Man blasts Captain America's ray shield was an homage to Civil War Part 7 comic book cover. (2017) Spider-Man: Homecoming. In February 2015, Marvel Studios and Sony reached a deal to share the film rights for Spider-Man, integrating the character into the established MCU. (2018) Avengers: Infinity War. A two-part sequel to Avengers: Age of Ultron titled Avengers: Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2 were scheduled to be released in May 2008 and in May 2019. At the time of release, this was the second most expensive movie in Marvel Cinematic Universe. Thanos was originally going to walk through a river of his victims' blood during the Soul Stone sequence, but Marvel decided to tone down the darkness. Would have been cool, no? The filmmakers decided very early on to turn this movie into a smash-and-grab heist movie, told from the point of view of the lead villain, Thanos. (2019) Avengers: Endgame. The movie was first announced as Avengers: Infinity War Part 2, but later on it was changed into Avengers: Endgame. This was the first film to reach over $1 billion during its opening weekend in theaters. While addressing the idea of time travel, they actually talked to quantum physicists, who shed the spotlight on if it ever happened, that's one of the ways it could happen. In the movie, Thanos uses his discarded armor as a scarecrow, just like at the end of the Infinity Gauntlet. The suit, which the Avengers wore traveling through the quantum realm, was similar in design and color scheme to the spacesuits from the Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes.